So apparently we're gonna be getting a Dokkan Fest baby. Definitely a long overdue Dokkan Fest and very deserving, but hey, I mean, we're getting it now. We have a banner unit Trunks possessed GT. Hopefully during the celebration they go ahead and like awaken like EZA, those old like possessed cards. Cause I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of old possessed cards in like that old story event. No, pretty sure. But anyways, we're gonna start with Trunks because Trunks is gonna be faster to talk about considering he's a banner unit. He's extreme AGL. Trunks possessed GT, cunning parasitic ability. Okay. All right. So skipping over the leader skill, let's just go and take a look at the super attack effect. He gets 30% defense for one turn. And seals the enemy super. And his passive, that being confirmation of power. Crota Body and Mind category allies get 1 key and 30% attack and defense. Okay, so that's just the start, like the base effect. Alright. Per Crota Body and Mind or Terrifying Conquerors category ally on the team, depending on which category has more members, 50% attack and defense and 5% damage reduction. And this includes. Yeah, so that's up to. What is that? That's 30% damage reduction, including himself? That does include himself, right? It should, because it's not. I mean, it says category ally. I mean, he is technically a body and mind, and terrifying conqueror's character. But yeah, that's 30% damage reduction and 300% attack and defense. All right, because it's 6. Will that include the friend lead? Assumingly, okay. Anyways, when there is an ally whose name includes baby attacking in the same turn, or when all allies attacking in the same turn are Crota Body and Mind category characters, 100% attack when attacking, and guards. Very nice. As the first attacker in a turn, 1 key and 150% attack and defense, as well as 15% damage reduction, and you debuff the enemy's attack and defense by 30%. And well, yeah, 30 of their attack and defense. I'm not sure if I include the defense part for 2 turns. Oh, okay. All right. As the first attacker in a turn. Okay. After receiving an attack, 250% attack and defense, and launches the guarantee super. Um, um, I don't. I'm going to assume that baby is going to make this guy look like a god. But as it stands now, he doesn't look all that crazy. He doesn't. I'm going to assume baby makes him look like a god. Just, I'm going to assume including the friend lead, that's up to 35% damage reduction. And then of course 35 into 15, that is 50% damage reduction with guard. He's also supporting. He is a attack debuffer, as well as seals. And that is about it. Yeah, this guy's, there's not much to talk about here. He gets a lot of stats when he takes an attack. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, he looks alright. He doesn't look too crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go and take a look at baby. I'm assuming that baby makes him look ridiculously strong. I'm just gonna assume that. Baby is probably a support type unit. Okay, so it's a Super Baby 1 that goes into Super Baby 2 Giant Ape, and then of course we get to his Giant Ape. Like I've said in the past, this guy, I'm pretty sure I said this in the past, this guy is very deserving of a Dokkan Fest. And if I didn't say that in the past, I'm definitely going to go ahead and say that now. I'm pretty sure that's already a common, that's consensus, that this guy is very, very, very deserving of a Dokkan Fest. Should have been at a Dokkan Fest already, in my opinion. We're not going to look at the animations, by the way. I'm going to skip over those. I'll just look at that off camera. I just want to get straight into the details. Alright, so Extreme STR, we have a Super Baby 1, Newborn Tuffles Superpower. Okay. His leader skill is Crota Body and Mind or Battle of Fate 3 key, 200% HP, 170% to attack and defense, and the 50% of the stats is to Terrifying Conquerors, Final Trump card, and GT bosses. Now, Battle of Fate, Final Trump card. You guys know who's on that leader skill? This guy. Yo, having this guy and this guy on your leader skill, that's pretty good. And of course, having this guy on your leader skill, you're going to 120,000% run this Omega with this baby. 10 million%. You're running him with that baby. Apparently that when I opened up Twitter, I saw that this guy's getting an easy A, according to like Truth. I saw the little thing. And it's good, honestly. He needs the easy A. He's complete dog shit right now. And hopefully they do not keep that part of his kit where he has a 50% chance to gain key. This is just the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. This ridiculous. First of his kind to have this, by the way. This is just crazy. Anyways, so yeah, this is pretty much his leader skill. Right. We scroll down. We do have, I mean, this guy's fell off a bit. We do have the STR Omega, super easy A, very, very good. We have easy A VB, very good, of course. Well, super easy A VB and super easy A Omega, both very good. This guy's been a little bit of a fraud, I'm not gonna lie. He does not like dodging supers. Just can keep it 100. Good, but just doesn't dodge supers. This guy, immaculate. Other than that, I mean, we do have this guy's easy A. Like this, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. This 220 is, 220's kind of meh. It's pretty mid. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully this guy gets a super easy A within the celebration. That'd be really, really dope. I'm not gonna lie. Is it too soon for a super easy A for LR Super Baby 2? I don't think so. Anyways, so his passive, that being Controlled Vegeta, he starts out with 2 key, 250% attack and defense, and a 70% chance to dodge with unrestricted guard. And he gives Corroded Body and Mind categorized 50% attack. And when attacking with 12 more key, 250% attack and defense, and an additional 10% chance to dodge. And that procs once. And starting from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn, or when another 3 or more Corroded Body and Mind or GG bosses categorized are on the team, starting from the 3rd turn from the character's entry turn. Oh my god, it's a mouthful. He transforms. So you definitely want another 3 or more Corroded Body and Mind or GT bosses categorized on the team, which shouldn't be too hard to activate. Let me double check something. Yeah, this guy can be absolutely remembered because of course he's Corroded Body and Mind. So that should be easy to proc. And what's great about this guy's leader skill is that you can go ahead and just run those 3 Corroded Body and Mind or GT bosses categorized on the team, and then you can just go ahead and squeeze this guy and this guy on the team, as well as if you don't have those units for whatever reason, you could run, I don't know, this guy on the team, sure, just as like a sub option, and this guy. So the 3 options would be 1, it would be 2 when you get your easy A, and I know I'm glancing over an option, and yo, 3? No. 3 would be this guy. All right, super easy A Omega, LR Omega, as well as, oh, this guy, right? Hold on. Corroded Body and Mind. You're Corroded Body and Mind, right? You have to be Corroded Body and Mind. You're not. You are. I was about to say. Yo, I was about to say, hold on, let me just take a quick sip of water. I was going to say, there's no way this unit's not on Corroded Body and Mind because Samasu's there. Like, these Rose units are Corroded Body and Mind. Okay, yeah, so 1, 2, and then easy. 3, boom. And yeah. You got your 3 Corroded Body and Mind characters. Cake. I mean, slash GT bosses, but anyways, let's go ahead and continue on into Super Baby 1. Base doesn't look all that crazy. It just looks solid. He gets up to an 80% chance to dodge. It's pretty much meant to, you're meant to have an easy transition into Super Baby 1 inside this base form. Notable things, like I've already said, up to an 80% chance to dodge. He gets large amount of stats inside his base form now. 250% attack and defense at the start of turn, as well as 250% attack and defense when performing a super attack, essentially, because there's one attack with 12 more key. Guards with support. Standard, nothing too crazy, just a very simple base form. What's a super attack effect? So 30% attack and defense in 1 turn. And of course, it shows the transformation conditions right over here. Alright, so yeah, Super Baby 1, nothing too crazy to write home about. Let's see Super Baby 2. I'm going to assume that this is going to be the form you're going to be in most of the time. So with that being said, let's see what we got here. Super attack effects do change, as well as his passive changes, and of course he has his active skill transformation into a giant ape. Did I already read the passive name? I did. It was something about Vegeta, or Vegeta. I think it's Controlled Vegeta or some shit like that. Okay. Anyways, so 3 key, 250% attack and defense baseline, as well as a 70% chance to dodge with guard. So he pretty much kept that from his base form. And he also gives Crota Body of Mine, categorize 60% attack, so that's bumped up from 50% to 60% from his base. And he now randomly changes keys of a certain type to STR. So he's an STR orb changer, of course, because he is an STR type. When attacking with 12 more key, 250% attack and defense, as well as a additional 20% chance to dodge. Nice. Procs once only. When all allies attacking the same turn are extreme class characters, foresees enemy supers and launches a guaranteed super attack. So definitely helpful that foreseeing enemy supers. And the launching guarantee super, of course, because he stacks attack and defense. The passive name that being Vengeful Baby, and the super attack name that being Revenge Final Flash, which is a key based super. When all allies attacking the same turn are Crota Body and Mind category characters, he gets a 30% chance to crit with damage reduction. Very nice. Considering he has up to an 80% chance to dodge with guard. Very nice. No, that's not 8, that's 90. Bro, I'm stupid. I can't do that. I was still thinking about his base. He gets up to a 90% chance to dodge with guard. And then afterwards, just a 70% chance to dodge with guard, which is obviously very good. Anyways, with 3 or more keys obtained, or if there is a superclass enemy when the character obtains a key sphere, oh my god, a key spear, I've read that so wrong, 120% attack as well as a 30% chance to crit additionally. 5 more keys obtained, or if there is a Earthbred Fighters category enemy when the character obtains a key spear, 120% attack and a additional 30% chance to crit. So we can get up to a 90% chance to crit with 30% damage reduction and a 70% chance to dodge with guard. Certainly good. Certainly good. He does have that built-in guarantee super. The fucker basically has a guarantee crit. A 90% chance to crit just might as well be a guarantee crit. It just might as well be. So support. He gives support in the way of this Crota Body of Mine character is getting 60% attack. Gets up to a 90% chance to dodge with guard and 30% damage reduction, as well as up to a 90% chance to crit. Oh, okay, that just might as well be a... That's not. No, it is. Yeah, it is. As well as him being able to foresee supers. He's pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. This fucker's pretty damn good. That's gonna be about it for Baby. Now let me see what his Giant Ape transformation is. So it can be activated from next attacking turn. Turns into Giant Ape for 2 turns. Okay, nice. And he just stacks attack and defense regularly. Okay, let's see what the Giant Ape form is looking like. Definitely nice that he goes into a Giant Ape form, because this is a buff to Giant Ape power. Correct? He is on Giant Ape power. Yes, he is. He's right over there. Buff to a bunch of these categories. Giant Ape power, Giant form. GT bosses can always use the love. Even though we got one of the best units in the game, that being the LR Omega. Anyways, let's see what the Giant form is looking like. Super Baby 2, Giant Ape. Newborn Telfel. I mean, it's the same damn name. I was hoping that they would change it, but you know, who cares? It's probably always been a thing for Dokkan. 300% attack as well as 1 key per key are obtained, and performs a guaranteed crit. And that's all within 2 whole turns. Okay, and he does have an active skill when he's inside his Giant Ape form. The Revenge Death Ball Final. Can be activated upon entering attacking turn once only. Raise attack by 1700% temporarily and causes ultimate damage to enemy. Holy fuck. That's a big number. And his super attack effect, master raise attack temporarily and causes destructive damage to enemy. So pretty much a normal Giant Ape type super attack effect. Baby's good. Baby's quite good. He totes every defensive ability to fall back on: dodge, damage reduction, and guard. He has a guaranteed super built in to help him further stack his attack and defense. He has a good amount of stats. I'm about to say, oh my god, I cannot speak. I did just wake up, but I'm still gonna get this video out. He has a good amount of stats built into his kit. He has a support type unit, not only for him just giving 60% attack to Crota Body Mind characters, but he is also supporting the team technically with that foreseeing supers. Because I guess you could say that helps you plan where you sit your characters at. Probably not. Baby's really good though, I would say. I would like to assume that this fucker hits really hard. I would like to assume he hits hard. Yeah. So that's gonna be about it. Chunks doesn't seem all that crazy to me. He's definitely going to make Baby look really good, But what, really good? 1 key and 30% attack and defense? Sure, support's better than nothing. Who is really going to make him look really good is this fucking guy. This guy is going to make him look like a godsend, bro. Baby's not on full power, right? Baby's not on full power. Let me say that because this fucker down here supports full power, correct? Super easy, yeah. Full power or GT bosses, beautiful. So this guy's going to be, bro, if you have a rotation with this fucker and this fucker support, oh my god, right next to this guy, Lord, that's, oh my god, he's going to be hitting numbers, bro. And wait, no, these guys aren't on Crota Body of Mine, so they're not going to be receiving baby support. But nonetheless, still going to be a really good support. Really good rotation. So that's about it for me. Let me know what you guys think down below. Trunks doesn't seem all that crazy to me. Seems alright, cool. But baby is good. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. That's gonna be all from me, and peace.